Do you not have money for a pet, but you really want to have a dog or cat? Let me show you an option that you might not have thought about before.
There's always a new pet. How exciting is it when you get a new pet, right? 200 dogs went through my house.
200? Why would somebody foster versus adopt a cat for a shelter?
So fostering is amazing, and we get a lot of people that say, oh, I could never foster, I could never let them go. You have to dedicate to it. I did dogs at first. 200 dogs went through my house.
200 dogs?
200 dogs and puppies. You get to... There's always a new pet. How exciting is it when you get a new pet, right? There's always a new one. It's like, oh, well, one got adopted. I'm kind of sad. I got to put one of my bowls up tonight. And then it's like, tomorrow I get a call. Yeah. And the excitement's back, and there's a new one. And then as you're going through the adoptions and they're leaving for new homes and you're staying in touch with these people. And I mean, I still get updates from people that adopted a dog 10 years ago from me. You know, these dogs are old now. They're not puppies anymore. And some of them weren't puppies when we had them. So they're getting up there in age, but you're just watching their life. You could have never given them all that yourself to as many as you did.
As many as you did. Mm-hmm.
So your good fosters know where they're needed.
Yeah.
And we have Lisa. Shout out to Lisa Faye, if anybody know who that is. Lisa is our what we call a Rockstar bottle mom. 7 years this month she's been with us. Wow. This woman bottle feeds babies around the clock, all year round, for 7 years. She sleeps when they sleep. It's like having newborns all the time.
Oh my gosh, all the time.
She is a godsend.
Wow.
And
they don't make people like that.
No, they don't make enough people like Lisa. We love Lisa. But she's always got babies. You know, she's a nurturing kind of person. That's what she sees, the baby picture, and she's, give it to me. Bring me the kitten. Let me take care of it.
A mom.
Yep, she's a mom. So she's not taking in the old senior cats. That's not her niche. That's not what she does. And she does get a break. As they start weaning, she can sleep a little bit more.
Yeah.
Until the next kitten shows up. But she always jokes, as soon as I get one weaned, you're sending me a new one. We never force her to. That's what she does. Sometimes she'll take a break. You always have to take little breaks. But she does great at that. We have one lady who only fosters kittens. We love you, Nancy. Who are small. She wants them, once they're weaned, she takes them. And until they're ready to be adopted, then we get them fixed and we bring them in here. And then she gets a new kitten. So she's retired. She does some local volunteer work at other places. And her evenings and her days off are dedicated to taking care of kittens. Yeah. Always kittens. She's always got a kitten. And so it's just fun for her to always have that little spark of energy.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we do have some that just want the calm older cats.
Yeah.
You know, we'll foster. A lot of those people are the ones who end up not fostering again because they do keep them.
Like, that's just so perfect. They're so perfect. I can't let them go now.
So, but it's a rewarding experience, and it's great to foster and keep a cat. Hey, that's one more adoption that may not have happened otherwise. But if you can talk yourself into the mentality of seeing, you know, at the end of it, Lisa has no idea how many kittens she's fostered. I have no idea how many cats I've fostered. But you can't not smile when you look back on how many there were.
And just to know
one person could do this much, you know, if one more person would volunteer, we could save that many more lives every year. You know, it's just a pretty... It's a very rewarding experience. Yeah. And it's awesome when you have kids. We have a lot of families that foster for us.
Yeah.
So these kids are in the same situation Nancy is. They always have kittens to play with. And how fun is that when you're growing up and then you get mom to show you the Facebook post when they get adopted, and
like
you get to see them the next year. Oh, look at what our little kitten looks like now. You know? And
rewarding.
So it's good for the kids to, the kids are learning early. We have Charlie here. She met Charlie today. She's not very old. I can't remember how old she is. When she's here, she volunteers. She loves to come in here. She loves to play with the cats. This is the generation we need to be teaching. And we love doing it. Yeah. We love getting the kids involved around here. We have Girl Scout troops that come in here to volunteer. We've hosted Boy Scout troops to come through to learn. We go to schools. We talk to people. I think we're getting ready to go to the library next week and have a discussion there. So we want to get that younger generation, the things that we're talking about today.
Yeah.
We want to find a way to instill that in the kids so that the kids can grow up and say, I don't care if mom didn't fix her cats, I'm going to
fix mine.
I know that's the right thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they see all the cats here, and they're like, "Wow, there's so many," and how can they help? And they get accustomed to it, from an early age. Yeah. And that's why I wanted to do. This is the kind of stuff I want to, people. I think people just don't know.
Yeah.
And if there's any way we can all kind of try and get the word out, because it's, I find animal people, and that's great. But
and we didn't always know.
Yeah. It's
we found out, and that's why we got involved, and
But it's just an ever-growing learning experience and going through it, and the more people know, the more they can help out and help in ways that maybe they didn't think that they could.
Before I started this place, I never volunteered a day at an animal shelter.
Yeah,
never did. Went to get a puppy, and I volunteered one day to help pull puppies out of a culvert, and I drove home with a plant. I was in my 40s. I would have loved to realize this stuff when I was young. Would have been a different world.
Yeah. But, yeah, just to be able to, just so people know. I know. Because I think people don't think about the different options they have. I keep coming back to options, but it's like people don't know. Whether it's options for low-cost spays and neuters, or options to just go, come here, go to your local shelters, or, find your local rescues that are doing this amazing work, and go ask how can you help? Do you want to volunteer? Go ask, and be like, hey, what does volunteering? I think I might want to maybe volunteer. What would that entail? Or maybe I'd like to foster, and just talk to them.
And the thing is, get your foot in the door. So we have this little, adopt, donate, foster, everyone can help. Everyone can help. If you got money, you can donate it. If you don't have money but you have time, you can donate it, volunteer. If you don't have time to set aside a set schedule to volunteer, maybe you can foster. If you don't have room in your home to foster, maybe you can send some supplies.
Yeah.
Maybe you can bring in your old sheets and your old towels. Well, we don't take sheets, but your old towels, stuff. You can find some clearance paper towels and take them in, And if you have no money and you don't really have any time, but you're on Facebook anyway, share the posts.
Yeah.
When we're saying something that's important, when we have a cat who needs a home, we're giving you tips and tricks for being a responsible pet owner, share it.
Just share it. Just share it right off.
Everybody can help, because you might share that one cat, and a friend of yours who had no idea we were here will be in the next week and adopt it.
Like, oh my gosh, my friend was looking for an orange cat just like that,
We had one last month. One of our followers was looking at our Facebook at work. The lady that works with him in the same office isn't on Facebook. She would have never seen our cats.
Yeah.
And he said, hey, look at this cat. He looks really cool. They were in here the next week and adopted him. She would have never known, but he's sharing it physically, not even just on Facebook, just spreading the word. Oh, if you want a cat, go to this place. Don't send them here every time you find a cat. We got plenty. Just getting the word out there that places are out here. A lot of people have no idea that they can't go to a place like this, and get your foot in the door.
Yeah.
Do one of those things to help us. There's lots of ways to help us without spending $1. Walk in the door. Saturdays and Sundays we are open to the public, 11 to 3. Anybody can walk in. And as you can see, the doorbell rang. That's why we're here. People do it during the week, even though we're not here. We're still here 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Cats do not take holidays off from being fed. So we're in the building. Walk in the doors. Just walking in to meet. You might decide you want to drop $1 in a donation jar. You might decide, I really love that cat and I really have to have it. You might become an adopter. We have adopters who come here to meet a cat and then watch our Facebook page, and then they decide, oh, I want to volunteer. So we had Amy and Abigail were here earlier, a mother-daughter combo that comes in. So they become volunteers. We have volunteers that quickly become fosters. Once they realize, oh, well, there's this kitten in the back room. Does it need a foster? Maybe I can talk my husband into this group.
It's just a temporary thing. It's fine.
But you snowball. You get one foot in the door, learn about these places, and it doesn't have to be us. There's plenty of other places. But just get a foot in the door, see what they're doing. Slowly you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We have board members who start out as volunteers.
Yeah, and just going and asking questions. Like, everybody's everybody is more than welcome to, more than open to talk to everybody about their rescue or the work that they do, and just go in and ask. We love talking about animals.
We tell people, come in and find out what we do, meet our volunteers, meet our cats, find out what we do and why we do it. Mm-hmm. You're talking to the people to see what we're doing, and you're meeting the cats, and that's telling you why.
Yep. And like we keep saying, there's plenty of places out there. If one place you're like, oh, maybe, yeah, that's great, but maybe not the perfect fit, there's plenty of places to go out and find the place that you do fit.
Yeah, that you can help. And we have some volunteers that, if they're allergic to cats, they can't come in the building. They go to events. They sit at a table and they talk about what we do, and they learn about it from our website. They learn about it on Facebook. They watch what we do, but they can't actively take part in it.
Yeah.
So they're going to volunteer to sit at a table and sell T-shirts.
But that's awesome.
And that's great.
Yeah.
Because we don't have the time to sit at tables and sell T-shirts while we're doing this.
We're busy feeding cats 365 today.
So there's always different ways you can help, even with limitations. There's
yeah.
And just educating your friends.
Yeah.
Somebody tells you they found a kitten, you know what to do because you watched us and you listened to us.